All right, up and live on YouTube. Give us a minute while we get everybody else on board. All right, how many do we have tonight? We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 things we're going to be quick sketching tonight. I'm going to aim to keep this about 20 minutes or so. We'll see how that goes. We'll give everybody just a second to hop on, find us. Hopefully I'm broadcasting in the right place tonight. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I don't really know. I broadcasted where I broadcasted. And I did not broadcast where I did not broadcast. All right, here we go. All right, we up and running back there? Okie doke. So Cindy's in another meeting while we're doing this. So this was a little, I've been sketching. This is more than a sketch, obviously. Drawing, getting ready for our next session. Will, and this one, it almost looks a little more feminine. Need to buoy him up a little more. Not so much roundness, probably. But I was pretty happy with this stage. And I did want to give you guys a sense of kind of a more finished drawing. This tonight's not about these finished drawings. It is about quick sketch the big masses of the head, neck, and shoulders. All right, so with no further ado, let's get going. All right, so cowboy hat. Cowboy hat. All right, hello, Karen. So what's this guy doing? Tilt it a little bit this way. Are we seeing we're almost level with his chin, aren't we? And then up on his head, we're seeing like that. And then the cowboy hat's even more. A little crooked on his head. And then down below his neck, his collar's going like that. And I don't know if this is what he's doing, but I would probably do that. And then maybe, would I level those off? Or would I keep it like that? I don't know. Let's try. That's the purpose of this, is to give everything a try. So the big volume of the head coming over. I may be seeing slightly underneath, but not much. All right, and he's gonna bend over there and stretch there a bit. Is that what we decided we were gonna do? That gesture? Then he's doing that. Is that what we want to let him do? When I see that, is that what we want to let him do? That's basically another way of saying, does that look good? Does it look good? Because that's the purpose of what we're doing here. Is it a good drawing or painting? It's looking pretty strong there. What would this cowboy hat look like? What would that cowboy hat look like? So it's sitting up here, little band, and then what happens? We go up that way, we go up that way, back behind. There's the lid of the hat, and then all of this being under. But then what's that hat going to do? It's also going to cast a shadow. Do you guys see that? Cast a shadow in his skull. All right, so that's probably the most important part of this. We're going to come down, get that big shadow, connect, cast shadow, something like that. His head will cast a shadow in that cowboy hat, so it'll be nice and dark back there. Turns up, back like this. A little bit of light Not too much, a little bit of light there. Like hats, cowboy hats, boats, they've got all these strange angles. So if you want to learn to draw, go down to the dock and try to draw some boats. That will stretch you. Something like that, right? Underneath a little bit here. And shadow on that side. There we go. How was that? That was about 4 minutes. That was a little more time. What else we got up our sleeve today? What's next, Miss Isabella? It's Miss Isabella. At one point, I may still have it. I think I threw it out, but I had a 3 foot by 4 foot started of this one, and I would like to go back and finish that sometime. Yeah, your little paint box on the couch. Okay, so let's just stick with our head and show. Let's not get too carried away here, or I'm not going to. You guys might get carried away. Get carried away. Going over, little face is going this way. It's coming out there. See a little bit of the eye over there. Look at that cheek. Oh, all right. Back. I know. I gotta stop. Izzy's never gonna do these with me again. She's gonna desert me. All right, so we gotta be nice to Izzy. She's doing that. And look at that little cute arm, the little cute arm coming out. Look at that. You were a pro. Look at the size of that. Look at that confidence of that, right? You rocked it. You rocked it at Grandma's house. Grandma hooked you up. I think you knew what you were doing. All right. And then let's go ahead and get a design on here. All right. So fun, 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 fun. What is she doing? Does she have proper posture for a 2-year-old? I think you did pretty good. I think you did pretty good. Okay. So I forego. So sometimes you got to pick what you did, and rather than getting worrying about the twist of the neck and all that, I got to just the gist of her painting overall. Okay. Oh, that's great. Okay, what else we got in store today? Oh, boom. You're a supermodel. You're all over this tonight, kiddo. I actually pulled this out from, I did this about Open Studios or right after I think in between Open Studios last year. I just pulled it out and got another layer on it. I'm pretty happy with it. That's actually on the easel behind us. Kleenex are over there. You okay? Um, okay, so on the easel behind us, we got this. You guys can't see it. So what is she doing? She's tilting a little bit. And those glasses will tell the story, right? So that tilt, that glasses will trace that tilt. Up. Let's see, and we're not seeing as much of this side. And then we're seeing a little more of that side. Are we seeing, yeah, and she's looking up. Right, so there's the side of her face. Then underneath would go like that. What's the neck? We don't see a neck. All we see is some sassy scarf. Sassy, sassy, sassy. And then that will track her chest, right? The center line of her chest. So the scarf will go around, tracking her neck. And then, right, her shoulders. This one's a little bit up and that's a little bit down. Something like that. And of course, we'd see some of her arm there. And then the chest, like when we go back to draw the chest, we're not going to go to the end of the shoulders, but we could come off think of the opening of the neck of the rib cage. And if you come off of there, you're going to be happier, right? The rib cage. I know we haven't talked about this. Be lying under there somewhere, and then there's an extension from the collar. Darlene may be laughing at me with my anatomy. And then the arm will come out like that. But the point being is that the arm is out here and it's back there. You see how we can have more up front and less back, and that can help with that distance. Okay, and that would go under there. So that would be it for that one. Oh, Bo. What was that? Great and embarrassed. Okay, so what volumes we have here? Well, if we took a tube and we wrapped it, right? This would go over the top, that would go around. And then here are bends and our, what have I been calling those? Have I been calling those bends? Stretches? But yeah, he's stretched over, his body's stretched over. But dogs are great, and then their legs are going in all different directions. So what's his head doing? What's his head doing? I mean, I'm gonna have to get that up. It's too far for me to see over there. Let's see. Pinch, yes, the pinch and the stretch. Thank you. I couldn't remember the word I was using. Somebody's listening. Okay, and then it's going back. So, right, I'm trying to feel the volume of that going over. Pinches up to the neck. Got the eyeballs sitting back there, right? That is going up. Then we got the top of the head. So again, we're feeling this out. This would be like almost pre-drawing, before you're drawing and everything. We'd just be on here saying, how does this feel? And then once you get a feel for it, then we're going to go back and think, all right, how can I best express this? Almost in shorthand. All right, so little Millie, we don't see her neck, right? That's her body that's tucking right under there, right? Right there, Bo. Millie, it's been a long day, I think. Huh? Can't think. Shoot. Yeah, Bo does have a little more energy. How does that look in there? And go around ear and back of that back's coming back there. And then look at all that shadow that casts. Right, all underneath the head would be the cast shadow, but the mouth is shadowed. This, can you see how this is all shadowed? Now the eye is darker, but even that white fur is shadowed in the bottom of the eye. Okay, and then some of that would be shadowed, casting a shadow onto there. We are. Mom, are you watching Facebook or no? Are we still live? Okay, we're moving around. Okay. It may have just been because I wasn't on the page. Okay, what do we got here? So we had a little bow, a little fun for 714. Is there anything left? Oh, dang. So why don't we go for about 5 minutes on this? What do we got here? We got all kinds of figures, don't we? And I threw this in here because, again, I want you guys to get used to simplifying. What can you guys see a big composition here? Do we have, he's throwing his head back, singing, right? Playing his guitar, sitting there, guitar's going up like that. But more important than that, he's standing here singing. She's looking up singing, right? We can talk about her gesture, then her guitar, the guitar and her lights hitting right there, his lights hitting here on his arm and his head. Oh, we're not done. What's on the table? Is that white? Is that sheet music? It's sheet music with calla lilies. Oh my man, next level stuff here. Boom. Who sets this stuff up? And where would somebody find the room to do this at? Huh? Northlight Studio in Atascadero, Mr. Tom Dawson. And, right, we've got the calla lilies. But the point being, can you see just a simple, big triangle? Okay, and that's what I mean is by looking past the details to the big designs, right? Find that big pattern first. And why might you want to do that? Well, if we find that big pattern, well, we can make him yeah, let's simplify. Here we go. So let's stick him here, and let's stick the calla lilies here. You know what? No, I don't like him so far over there. Well, if you just spent 4.5 hours drawing him and his guitar, and then her and her guitar and the calla lilies, you're not going to move it. But if you just drew a little triangle, guess what? You can go, okay, well, let's give him a little more room, especially at the top. So maybe we'll start our triangle up there. And then what angle do we want to kind of travel down to? That seems pretty good. And so her head, so that would give us this angle, right? If we go back to the calla lilies back here, right? Like that in that vase there. Then let's see. Let's turn that down. What is she up to? Claudia, I think she may have the wine out. She's happy, giving me heck. All right, playing that guitar. Right, look at that. Strumming, things coming around, going out. He's up, out, right. Neck tilted back, shoulder. Okay, and then what is she doing? Where's her head at? Her head's looking up, looking up. Tilted that. Again, singing her heart out. There's her shoulder. She's got her guitar. See the end of it. And then the lights hitting that part of the guitar right there, which will be great. Her lap. Her dress is going to go up and over her legs and then fall over that one. This one, go back around before we hit the table. A vase, calla lily. What else we got? Got sheet music there. Oh, 1 minute. You guys better hurry. 1 minute. 1 minute. Just kidding. Not kidding. There's only a minute left. Sheet music. But look, really quickly, we got that whole scene in under 5 minutes, didn't we? Right? It's not going to win any masterpiece awards, but we can decide if we've got a good design at that point. And we've got a better handle on the overall design, don't we? Izzy's Izzy's had a little dance today, so she's a little pooped out. So I appreciate her being here. What a champion. What a champion. All right. Okay, guys, so let's shut it off at there. 7:20. What is today? Today's Tuesday. Okay, so I'll be back Wednesday and Thursday, and then we'll make a decision on where to go from there. I will do a Friday live. I haven't decided if I'm going to do color mixing or exactly what I'm going to do on that. And then again, Monday we'll start our new session, just so we're all up and running. I love seeing everybody's drawings, so keep them coming. If for some reason I miss one, I love them, but I get kind of busy and I miss some things. But keep them going, and I'm so happy to see you guys all interacting. Excuse me. All right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.